All right. Hopefully that'll fix it.
Michael is waiting inside to kill this radio fuckhead. Similarly, that's why Michael is waiting inside to kill.
Hi, Dougie. Oh, hi, Dougie.
I think it adds a simple explanation as to why Michael is waiting inside to kill this radio fuckhead. Similarly, no idea why they cut that. I think it's
Hey, everybody.
van he climbs into. Again, no idea why they cut that. I think it adds a simple no idea why they cut that. I think it adds a simple explanation as to why Michael is waiting inside to kill this radio fuckhead. Similarly, the theatrical cut also removes a shot through the windshield.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I'm just eating cheese. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm just eating cheese, motherfucker. I'm just eating motherfucking cheese. It's this, like, I couldn't even pronounce it. It's so fucking fancy, dude. Hi, Jordan. French floret guillotin. It's this. It's, oh, look, it was featured cheese of the week in May of 2012. What the fuck was that noise? Didn't like that. It's this cheese. It's a luscious French goat's milk cheese. It's ooey gooey goodness. Oh, it's a goat brie. Okay. And it's got that bloomy white rind. Yep, I can attest to that. But this the interior is unctuous and spreadable. Wow. This is great. It's a beautiful spread. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's very good. There's a cheese library? What the fuck? Cool. Yeah, I've eaten a whole one of these things. I've eaten a whole fucking one of these things. Not in one sitting. That probably wouldn't be good for you, but that's what I'm eating. Pretty damn good.
To kill this radio fuckhead. Similarly, the
It's a damn good cheese. I'm gonna be real with you. Is this gonna be a long video? Yeah, it's looking like it'll be like between 16 and 20 minutes probably. So, you know, kill count length. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Do you really think Barry's gonna show up?
theatrical cut also removes a shot through the windshield of Barry's murder that pans across the parking lot to show that his radio station's van was nearby. Close but no cigar, Bear. Later on, the theatrical cut also removes a shot through the windshield of Barry's murder. pans across the parking lot. That pans across the parking lot. Parking lot. The parking lot. To show that his radio station's van was nearby.
Shit. Do 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 do.
The Barry's murder that pans across the parking lot to show that his radio station's van.
Cheese and murder, cheese and murder, cheese and murder.
Barry's murder that pans across the parking lot.
Oops, what did I just do? What the fuck?
To show that his radio station's van was nearby. Close but no cigar.
Oh, fuck me.
To show that his radio station's van was nearby. Close but no cigar, Bear. Later on in the Myers.
Okay. You like cheese toasties? What is that? I don't like anime. I feel like that question comes up every single live stream. I don't like anime. It's not for me. It's okay. Things can be not for you.
Later on in the Myers House massacre, Tim is killed the same, but
Thanks.
I'll be in a minute.
I don't like banana chips. I think they're pretty bad. They have this like weird sweetness to them. What's up, Sir Vlogs? It is a Mortal Kombat shirt. I love Mortal Kombat. Thanks, British Fussy. Oh, you think it's too hard? It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of never-ending, constant work.
Our Bear. Later on in the Myers House massacre, Tim is killed the same, but the same.
Yeah, this cheese is great, dude.
But Beth's death is a little more restrained. On to the repetitive, slow motion shots of the theatrical cut. Instead, it's a quicker series of backstabs that puts her down. Then everything else plays out the same. The Myers house steps a little more restrained. On to the repetitive shot of the theatrical cut. Instead, it's a
Thanks, Dylan Gray. I'm not opposed to it. Why is that a thing now?
Instead, it's a quicker series of backstabs that puts her down. Then But Beth's death is a little more restrained. On to the repetitive slow motion shots of the theatrical cut. Instead, it's a quicker series of backstabs that puts her down. Then everything else plays out.
I feel like this is like a thing that's come up, I don't know, within the past year. Like the whole pineapple on pizza thing. Like, did you guys not grow up eating Hawaiian pizza where it's pineapple, ham, I think red onion? Like pineapple and ham. You've never had that on a pizza? I had that all the time growing up. Have you had pineapple and ham? Oh, Gordon Ramsay did a thing? Okay. Like, pineapple and ham is great together, dude. You get the salty ham, and then, like, the sweet, juicy pineapple. If you have grilled pineapple rings and, like, grilled thick pieces of ham, we would have that for Thanksgiving dinner sometimes instead of turkey. Maybe we were poor. I don't know. It was great. Thanks, Mr. Zebras. One day I will.
Stabs that puts her down. Then everything else plays out the same. The Myers house.
Thanks for the super chat, Walmaro. Please don't request kill counts. Because you know what I'm doing? I'm doing the whole fucking Halloween series, man. I'm doing the whole fucking Halloween series, the videos that people asked for forever. And I'm doing those. So just let me work on those instead of asking me to do more movies. Because I'll do those eventually. But right now I'm doing Halloween, man.
Then everything else plays out the same.
But thank you for the super chat.
Myers house. The Myers house sequence.
Really, Calbray? That's a fun fact. I like that. Pineapple is the one thing that cannot be made into Jell-O except with artificial flavors because it chemically melts the gelatin. Thanks. No worries, Walmaro. Again, thank you for the super chat. You know, I ain't mad at you. It's just a common, you know, when you deal with nonstop requests, it gets a little tiring.
The Myers house. The Myers house sequence. The wind. The Myers. The Myers house sequence. The wind reveal. The Myers house sequence. The wind. The Myers house sequence. The Myers house sequence. The
Thanks for the super chat, Wamaro. I don't know, man. I used to like to switch it up. But now I can't do that without getting lots of comments about it, so beard it is.
wind reveal. The Myers house sequence. The Myers house sequence.
Where's Lucy? She's probably outside with mom, or out in the living room with mommy.
The Myers house sequence. The Myers house sequence.
My favorite Mortal Kombat person? I don't know, man. There's too many good ones. I love them all. I think what he meant was Scorpion. I think it was Scorpion when I was a kid. We didn't name her Lucy. She was already named Lucy when we adopted her. Hey, thanks, just a kid. Yeah. When is that episode? I'll try to watch that. I don't watch Goldberg's, but it would be cool to see Robert Englund as Freddy. Thanks, Wamaro.
The win reveal up until.
Thanks, Dylan Gray. Congrats on your sub. I don't know who my favorite Mortal Kombat character is.
The win reveal up. The win reveal up.
I know I always liked playing as like Sector back in the day.
The win reveal up until Kara jumping out.
Cabal was another cool character. I played as him a lot.
Now the win.
Thank you, Andrew Tay Dusty. I appreciate that.
Up until Kara jumping out of the window like a crazy person.
Thanks,
This
Silver
time,
Shroud.
after it fades to black. Window like a crazy person. This. This time, after it fades to black, we come back. This time, after it fades to black,
Listen to Bree. She's
up until Kara jumping out of the
smart
window
girl.
like a crazy person. This time, after it fades to black, up until Kara jumping out of the window like a crazy person. This time, after it fades to black.
Thanks, Wamaro. See you later. Yeah, Benja games. I do like the original characters. Sub-Zero and Scorpion were always my favorite. Although that was original Sub-Zero, and he's only in the first game, technically, because then it's his brother and the rest of them, right? Oh man, this cheese is almost gone. This is all I have left of this cheese. This is all I got left. That's it. This cheese is so fucking good. It's so like gooey.
We come back to a shot of her tied up in a table in a cult ceremony.
I played. Oh God, there was like a dispute last time I tried to figure it out. It was the one with the most characters, but it wasn't trilogy. I think it was 3 Ultimate. Maybe, or maybe I have that the other way around. I don't know. The one with like the most characters.
We come back to a shot of her tied up in a table in a cult ceremony, dressed like she's ready to go burn down the Wicker Man. We still have that weird.
I just bought that at my local Ralph's, which is the brand name for Kroger out here in California. So either Ralph's or Kroger, but I have like a fancy Ralph's with a whole cheese section.
After
So
it fades to black, we come back to a shot of her tied up in a table in a cult ceremony, dressed like she's ready to go burn down the Wicker Man. We still have that weird scene between Loomis and Tommy talking about.
yeah, dude, I'm the best at Fortnite. You'll never find anyone better at Fortnite than me. I like Victory Royale like every game I play. It don't matter where I drop or like what weapons I find. I'm always last man standing when I play Fortnite. I'm the best. I got so many VRs, man. So many Victory Royales. They call first place in France a Victory Royale. Because they don't have numbers over there.
We still have that weird scene between Loomis and Tommy.
That's hilarious, Jordan. Viewmasters? What were you doing with Viewmasters? Where's Kara?
Where is she? Where's Kara?
What up, Liz?
Wicker Man. We still have that weird scene. We still have that weird. We still have that weird scene. We still have that weird scene between Loomis and Tommy talking about drugs and shit, but there's an extra establishing.
Thanks, Silver.
But there's an extra establishing shot of Smith's Grove looking like a castle before the dynamic duo gets Grove looking like a castle.
What the fuck?
But there's an extra
Wait, what?
extra establishing shot of Smith's Grove scene between Loomis and Tommy talking about drugs and shit. But there's an extra establishing shot of Smith's Grove looking like a castle before the dynamic duo gets inside, at which point there's extra dialogue about Michael and the
Liz, I'm eating cheese. It's very good cheese.
duo gets inside, at which point
That's right, Jordexo. I'm now 90% cheese-based. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, chill out with the caps. Benja, please. Does cheese melt at room temperature? Depends on the cheese, I guess. You know what's crazy is coconut oil. That shit is liquid at room temperature if it's like summer. But if it's like winter at room temperature, it's fine.
before the dynamic duo gets inside, at which point there's extra dialogue about Michael and the cult.
That's Loomis, you know that can't stop Michael.
Nothing will stop Michael. But when?
I tried to tell you in the hospital. I think Michael is under the influence of an evil rune.
Thorn. I saw the symbol marked up where we found Jamie stabbed.
Well, there are runes of light. Protection. If Thorn could somehow be trapped by these runes, the energies could cancel themselves out. The evil could be destroyed.
Wait here.
Destroyed.
That's right, Alyssa. You right on time. Bye, Lindsay. Thanks for all the help. See ya. Hey, River.
I think Michael is under the influence of an evil rune.
Thorn.
Influence of an evil rune.
Thorn.
Rune.
Thorn. I saw the symbol marked up where we found Jamie stabbed.
There are runes of light, protection.
Thorn.
There are runes of light, protection. If Thorn could somehow be trapped by these runes, the energies could cancel themselves out. The evil could be destroyed.
That's just a bunch of fucking mouth farts right there. Jesus Christ.
Under the influence of an evil rune.
Thorn.
There are runes of light, protection. If Thorn could somehow be trapped by these runes, the energies could cancel themselves out. The evil could be destroyed. Could be destroyed.
I guess they cut all that from the theatrical version because, you know, sounds real dumb. But again, if that's the whole basis of this movie, you gotta at least try to explain.
Be destroyed.
I guess they cut all that from the theatrical version because, you know, sounds real dumb. But again, if that's the whole basis of this movie, you gotta at least try to explain it. The theatrical cut does not. The scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office is actually entirely...
Oh, man. I ate all my cheese. There goes the happiest part of my day. That's over with. Great. Here's my goal. Finish this. Probably like another 2 hours. Then I want to cover Resurrection. And that'll take like, what, 5 hours? Then I need to rewrite the scripts for Halloween 6, Halloween 7, Halloween 8, and this video. So rewrite 4 scripts. And then shoot those 4 episodes. And get all that done by the end of tomorrow. So by the end of tonight, I definitely have to finish covering and maybe rewrite one of the scripts. Liz, the cheese was French Florette. Florette cheese. Stop it. Oh, there's my blog of cheese. I went cruising yesterday for cheese. I had an hour to spare at Granville Island Market and found all sorts of cheese that I must and will eat. There are a number of cheese sellers that have pre-sliced little amuse-bouche-sized portions, so that's a great way to just get out there and try cheese without making a huge commitment. Try cheese, I urge you. Cheese is good. Well, lots of cheese is good. Some cheese is insipid, some is overly raunchy, but more is factory produced, and probably not even cheese if you come right down to it. Most of the so-called cheese eaten in North America isn't even cheese at all. That's the scary truth. If it says cheese product, it isn't. I am excited about today's cheese. It's called Florette, and it's a goat cheese! It looks like a brie, and I guess that brie also comes in goat, which is very cool for those folks who can't do the bovine, or who just like to switch it up. I'm not sure why, but it seems like goat milk is easier to tolerate on the gut. Does this translate into goat cheese being easier to tolerate? I'm sure that many people would shy away from a goat brie, as goat has a partially deserved reputation as being foul-smelling and foul-tasting. However, in the world of cheese, where foul becomes the sublime, goat transforms, at times, to the most lofty heights. Wow, I hope this cheese doesn't suck after all that rhapsodizing about goat. Florette is a goat cheese from France. That's it. My usually helpful wrapper says nothing more. Luckily, this cheese has its own website, and I do appreciate it when a cheese goes out of its way to have an online presence, and in English. Check out http://www.fromagedevernoy.com. It's the website for the Fromagerie Guilloty, which makes Florette and about 20 other products. It seems to be a very organized little fromagerie, employing over 200 people, and it's been around since 1983. Jean-Claude Guilloty, the founder and creator of his cheese masterpieces, develops new twists on old cheeses. Most of them are ripened in his telltale octagonal shape, including Floret. Oh, this goes on for a long time. I'm gonna stop that bit right there. that was God, Jordan. God, no, this is so long. That's some great cheese writing, dude. Hey, I committed to the bit. Stop. Sometimes you just gotta read about cheese, dude. You know? I don't make the rules. Oh, ooh, the little known second part of that statement, Jordan.
The scene between Loomis and Wynn and the ladder.
Commit to the bit, but know when to quit.
Don't go anywhere until I come.
I knew when to quit. I didn't quit a moment too soon. Or too late.
About time, Dr. Loomis. Welcome to your fate.
Does not. Scene between Loomis and
No, Becca. I couldn't have.
Wynn and the ladder.
Oh, fuck.
That's Loomis, you know
Boom,
that can't
boom.
stop, Michael.
This rip-off thing music.
Between does not. Scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office is actually entirely latter's office is actually scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office is actually entirely different. Different office, different costumes. They straight up shot. Scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office is actually entirely this is actually
Man, they really just trimmed like every shot of Loomis in the theatrical cut.
entirely different. Different office, entirely different. Scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office is actually entirely different. Actually, scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office. Scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office. Scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office. Scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office. scene between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office. This is actually between Loomis and Wynn in the latter's office is actually entirely different. Different office, really different.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Different office, different costumes. They straight up different office, different.
Fuck.
We're the first one to see it. You recognized its power.
The time has come.
Why? No.
After Jamie escaped last night, I knew she would come to you, and I knew that you would lead us to her baby.
To her baby. Oh, man. Fuck the amount of work that I need to do here.
Different office, different costumes. They straight up shot this shit twice. Or at least win after Mitchell Ryan did. Again, and
Special baby. Just so you know. You're ancient. Ancient.
You.
Special. Just so you know. It's insight. Always has. You know that. Has. You know that, don't you?
You.
Thanks, Wolfo7Gamer. So I noticed a lot of comments on Halloween 5. Not a lot, but I guess just more than usual, being like, why are you such a dick about movies now? You never used to be a dick. It seems like you've gotten salty. And I'm just like, did you see Jason Takes Manhattan kill count? I feel like some people get upset when I insult a movie that they like.
again, sadly, Donald. Again, sadly, Donald. Again, sadly. Again, sadly, Donald Pleasant had passed before the reshoot. Again, sadly, Donald Pleasance had passed before the reshoots. So the theatrical. So the theatrical cut had passed before the reshoots. So before the reshoot.
Thanks, Zach Marvel.
Famine, war, a great plague. These
shoots. So the theatrical pass before the reshoots. So the theatrical cut actually features his original shots intercut with the reshot segments of Win. For what it's worth, the theatrical cut actually features his original shots intercut his original shots intercut with the reshot segments of Win. For what it's worth,
Do I rap? Yeah, dude. I'm fucking awesome. I spit hot fire.
reshot segments of Win. For what it's worth, I think Win is much more menacing than the producers cut, in spite of the giant stupid bands and menacing the producers. For what it's worth, I think Win is segments of Win. For what it's worth.
Yeah, I can rap right now. Here I go. Hope you're ready for some rap. Did you like it? Oh, did you not hear it? I guess it was that far above you. Sorry. Thanks.
For what it's worth, I think Win is much more menacing in the producers cut, in spite of Again, sadly, Donald Pleasance had passed before the reshoots, so the theatrical cut actually features his original shots intercut with the reshot segments of Win. For what it's worth, I think Win is much more menacing in the producer's cut, in spite of the giant stupid vampire collar he's wearing. And once again, the cult stuff is just a little more clear. The producer. The producer's cut, in spite of the giant stupid vampire collar he's wearing.
Oh, man. People better fucking watch this. That's right, Zay.
And once again, the cult stuff is just a little. The producer's cut. And once again, the cult stuff is just a little more clear, even if it is still stupid. Wynn says he's Michael's guardian, always watching over him, and that's when Loomis gets knocked out, same as before. But that's it for the similarities. Pretty much. And once again, the cult stuff is just for what it's worth, I think Wynn is much more menacing in the producer's cut, in spite of the giant stupid vampire collar he's wearing. And once again, the cult stuff is just a little more clear, even if it is still stupid. Wynn says he's Michael's guardian, always watching over him, and that's it. Wynn says he's Michael's guardian, and always watching over him, and that's when Loomis gets knocked out. Same as before. But that's always watching over him, and that's when Loomis gets knocked out, same as before. But that's it. Wynn says he's Michael collar he's wearing, and once collar he's wearing. Wynn says he's Michael's guardian, always watching over him, and that's when Loomis gets knocked out, same as before. But that's it for the similarity. Gets knocked out.
Oops, fuck. It's very confusing that I have the producer cut on the top of the
Same as before. But
theatrical cut, even though it's to the left.
But that's it for the similarities. Pretty much everything from here on out is totally different. That means that the producer cut has no random crazy lady.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So the rest of this is not having to get the side-by-sides, except for this. What's this?
Fist clench at his side. A few extra lines of dialogue between Loomis and the kids make that come with us scene a little less abrupt. And oh, God. Thing from here on out is totally different. That means that the producer cut has no random crazy lady dying.
Okay. Yeah, Karen, one of my hopes is to one day be able to do like an editing channel where I give editing advice and tips, but I don't know, man. It takes so much time to just get these videos out.
That means that the producer cut has no random crazy lady dying from a stomach wound. No strobe light Dr. Mask.
Thank you, Bernie Torres.
All of that no strobe light Dr. Massacre.
Blinking lights warning. That's about to happen.
Crazy lady dying from a stomach wound. No strobe light Dr. Massacre. No underground tunnel chase.
Wow.
Dr. Massacre. No underground tunnel chase scene, and no Paul Rudd being chased, and no chase scene, and tunnel chase scene, and no Paul Rudd beating Michael Myers until he's bleeding green goo. All of that comes from reshoots, wherein director Joe Chappelle reshoots.
Floop, 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 floop.
Green goo. All of that comes from reshoots, wherein director Joe Chappelle recast Michael Myers for a thinner performer, namely Michael Lerner.
I do not know what cons I'll go to in 2019.
Recast Michael Myers for a thinner performer, namely Michael Lerner, although at least Lerner, although at least they included original performer George P. Wilbur, who also played Mike in Part 4, as that included original performer George P. Wilbur, who also played Mike in Part 4, as that featured doctor victim who gets crushed against the gates. As that featured doctor victim who gets crushed against the gate. Who gets crushed against the gate. Instead of all who gets crushed against the gate. Instead as that featured doctor victim who gets crushed against the gate. Instead Instead of all that, though, the final sequence of the producers.
Thanks, Osuri. Oh, man. No more void bottle, yeah. Fucking Mountain Dew sounds great right now.
Sequence in the producer's cut, and this one doesn't end up in Zordon's command center. There are
Oh, I wonder if I could do this. Let's see. Is there a longer shot of Michael?
different. That means that the producer cut strobe light Dr. Maxine and no Paul Rudd beating Michael Myers until he's bleeding green reshoots, wherein director Joe Chappelle recast Michael Myers for reshoots, wherein director Joe Chappelle recast Michael Myers for a thinner wherein director Joe Chappelle recast Michael Myers.
What up, Ali? Whoa. That was weird. What up, Ali?
Wherein director Joe Chappelle recast Michael Myers for a thinner performer named namely Michael Lerner. Although although at least thinner performer, namely Michael Lerner. Although at least they included
Do 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 do. Bird 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 bird. Do 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 do. Come on. Fuck, where's a shot of like Michael walking around in the producer's cut? Fuck. Man. This sucks. This sucks. I can't wait to just be covering Resurrection. That'll be a lot easier.
Reshoots, wherein
I'm just gonna...
director Joe Chappelle recast Michael Myers for a thinner performer, namely Michael Lerner, although at least they included original performer George P. Wilbur, who also played Michael Gate. Instead of all that, though, the final sequence of the producer's cut proceeds...
da, 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 da.
It's his office now.
Instead of all that, though, the final sequence of the producer's cut proceeds as follows. Tommy Doyle sneakily comes across the thorn cult ceremony that comes across the thorn cult ceremony that Carr is getting put through, which is the thorn cult ceremony.
Oh, wait. Hey.
The thorn cult ceremony that Carr is getting put through.
Dude, did we just figure it out? That's not the nurse. Is that his, like, secretary? They just look alike, but the nurse is dead. And this lady doesn't have blonde hair like the nurse. She has hair more like the secretary. Oh, we figured it out. We did it. Yay, everyone. High five.
The thorn cult ceremony that Carr is getting put through. The thorn cult ceremony that Carr is getting put through, which is landlady Mrs. Blankenship is also put across secretly comes across. The thorn cult ceremony that Carr is getting put through, which is landlady Mrs. Blankenship is also present at. And man, this looks ridiculous.
Powers of the flame. By these runes, transform us.
I could make a list of the stupidest shots of Michael Myers. It would be him driving. It would be this one. It would be him in the jail at the end of part 5. Him in the river. It wasn't unclaimed, Jordan. It was unblocked. It's still claimed, but... Thanks for the super chat, that rage. God, I should do 10 stupidest shots of Michael Myers. The fucking CGI mask in H2O. Him crying. Him doing a single tear in Halloween 5. Yeah, definitely him in the prison. That would probably be that would be third. This would be second, and first would be the fucking river.
And man, this looks ridiculous with Michael Myers standing there off to the side like an altar boy and Danny Strode. And man, this looks ridiculous with Michael Myers standing there off to the side like an altar boy and
first would be him in the river. That part.
Danny Strode's still wearing that. And man, this looks ridiculous, with Michael Myers standing there off to the side like an altar boy, and Danny Strode still wearing that fucking Barry Kicks ass shirt. Christ almighty. Tommy sees a spare Dracula.
On the chosen one to whom we offer this sacrifice
Wait.
of innocence.
Oh, no, that's not a Dracula robe. What, does he go beat someone up? Is that just the shadow of someone that he's going to go, like, beat up and take their thing?
The hammer descend.
Oh, no, that's a robe, right? That's not a shadow because there's some red here.
One to whom we offer this sacrifice.
I fucking can't tell.
For Christ almighty.
Of innocent blood. Your journey begins. Kill for him. Michael, your final sacrifice.
Christ almighty. Tommy sees a spare Dracula robe and goes to suit up in it, while Wynn tells Dan up in it, while Wynn tells Danny that he's he's the next one who's gonna be killing in the name of the name of evil, that is. I guess the name of evil, that is. I guess the curse of the thorn is going to him next. When Mike is, I guess the curse of the thorn is
Hi, Daniel Rental. How's it going?
I guess the curse of the thorn is going to him next. When Michael going to him next.
Hi, horse goat cakes. Are goat cakes anything like goat cheese? So those are really good.
When Michael goes to sacrifice Jamie's baby, Kara stops him by telling
Michael, you make him stop it. Kill the baby. You can stop it. You know whose baby it is.
next. When Michael goes to sacrifice
Oh, thanks, Maddie. Thank you very much, Maddie. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy the rest of the offerings. Jigsaw was a bitch of a kill count to make. That was a tough one.
sacrifice Jamie's baby, Kara stops him by telling him the truth that the baby is his. And then Tommy by telling him the truth that the baby is his. And then by telling him
Isn't it, Michael?
Back off!
by telling him the truth that the baby is his. And then Tommy shows up with a dagger to Wynn's neck to stop this whole baby killing affair. We don't need to see this shit. Next, stop this whole baby.
Untie her.
Tell it.
Baby killing affair. Baby killing affair. We don't need to see this shit. I mean, we don't. baby killing affair. We don't need to see this shit. Tommy directs another goon to untie Kara's. Next, stop this whole. And then Tommy shows up with a dagger to Wynn's neck to stop this whole baby killing affair. We don't need to see this shit. Tommy directs another goon to untie Kara, so she's able to grab the baby, and the heroes all. Tommy directs another goon to untie Kara, so she's able to.
Grab that baby.
Grab the baby and the heroes all get out. And the heroes all get out of it. There's a difference.
You know what happened last night at Halloween Horror Nights? It was the last fan to come up to me was this dude. He was super cool. Brian, his name was. He came up to me when I was like in a store about to leave. It was in the store where I bought my Miniman mug. That's cold coffee. That's okay, but it's got Invisible Miniman on it. There's the Invisible Miniman. But I was in that store, and a dude came up to me and was like, hey, I'm a big fan. I talked to him. He was super cool. He was like my only non-kid fan who came up to me. And he also mentioned his wife was a fan, and she wasn't there, so I filmed a little video saying hi to her. And then he leaves, and this other dude comes up to me. And this dude is like, hey, really nice to meet you, man. Like, I know your face, but I can't quite place it. And I was like, I'm on YouTube. And he's like, oh yeah, YouTube. You do like the gaming stuff, right? And I was like, no, man, I do horror movies. And he was like, oh, well, it was really cool to meet you, dude. All right, see you later. And I know that he just fucking saw some dude talking to me and getting a picture with me and was like, oh, is that someone I should know? Oh, I better go, like, shake his hand. I see this shit all the fucking time at conventions. People will, like, see other people taking a picture of someone, and then they'll go and take a picture of them. And then you see them ask someone else, like, who was that I just got a picture of? Because if it's someone famous, I want to make sure that I got a picture or shook their hand. It's like, dude, fuck you. If you don't know them, it's not important. Why would that matter to you? I don't know, man. It pissed me. It sucked. That was like my last interaction with someone last night, and I was just like, this jackass. Like, I've seen this shit before. You just wanted to, like, shake someone famous's hand. Joke's on you. I'm not, you idiot.
There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the producer. Out of there. There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the producer's cut, and this one doesn't end up in Zordon's command.
Yo, dude, please don't ask if I'm okay. I never appreciate that.
There's a different Smith.
And I know that that probably seems like a weird thing. Like, why would you be annoyed by someone asking if you're okay? I don't know, mods. How do I explain that? Why does that make me upset?
There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the producer's cut, and this one. There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the producer's cut, and this one. There's a different Smith's Grove. There's a different Smith's Grove chase. There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence. There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the. There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the producer's cut, and this one. There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the producer's cut, and this one doesn't end up in Zordon's command center.
I'm an improviser, Alex Osei. Thanks to the ice guy for the super chat.
And this one.
What's been stuck in your head?
This one doesn't end up.
Oh, baby shark.
And center. There are also no test tube.
Yeah, my sister like posted a Facebook story or whatever the fuck they're called earlier, and it was like of her dog Jonesy, who's adorable, and there was like music in the background, and she was like dancing him around, and I was like, "What's this music?" And then I realized as it like swelled into the chorus that it was fucking Baby Shark, and I was like, "No."
There are also no test tube babies around, like in the theatrical version, which I believe were added to offer an alternate. There are also no test tube babies around, like in the theatrical version, which I believe were added to offer an alternate explanation to the creation of Jamie's baby, rather than raped by evil uncle. Jamie's baby. Rather than raped by evil uncle. The best part of the producer's cut chase sequence, though, is definitely the fact that Tommy's wearing that Manos Hands of Faith get up like an idiot the whole time. Turns out this is a beast.
This is a beast, man.
Baby, and the heroes all get out of there. There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the producer's cut, and this one doesn't end up.
I hate that.
There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the producer's cut, and this one does.
No. Oh, fuck me. I always do that.
There's a different Smith's Grove chase sequence in the producer's cut, and this one doesn't end up in Zordon's command center. There are also no test tube babies around like in the theatrical version, which I believe were added to offer an alternate explanation to the creation of Jamie's baby, rather than raped by evil uncle. The best part of the producer's cut chase sequence though, is definitely the fact that Tommy's wearing that Manos Hands of Faith get up like an idiot. Tommy's wearing that.
It's not working. It's not working.
Manos.
Christina, was it good? I really want to see it.
Manos Hands of Faith get up like an idiot the whole time. Turns out.
Cool. I want to see it for sure.
Turns out to be useful though, because he finds a bunch. An idiot the whole time. Turns out to be useful though, because he finds a bunch of stupid runes inside. So the finale of this cut features him setting them out on the ground as Michael features them setting them out.
Came out yesterday.
On the ground as Michael continues. Finale of this cut features him setting them out on the ground as Michael continues walking down the hallway and cutting up. Continues walking down. Continues walking down the hallway and cutting open as Michael continues on the ground as Michael continues because he finds a bunch of stupid runes inside. So the finale of this cut features him setting them out on the ground because he finds a bunch of stupid runes inside. So the finale of this cut features him setting them out on the ground as Michael continues walking down the hallway and cutting open his hand to smear blood on the floor. And cutting open his hand to smear blood on the floor. To smear blood on the floor. Michael reaches him and grabs him by the throat, but after Michael reaches him
Hi, Jessica Sayers.
and grabs him by the throat, but after Tommy croaks out Sam Hain like grabs him by the throat, but after Tommy croaks out Sam Hain like a Philistine, Michael lets him Sam Hain like a Philistine. Michael lets Sam Hain like a Philistine. Michael Tommy croaks out by the throat, but after Tommy croaks out Sam Hain like a Philistine, Michael lets him go, so Paul Rudd can do some of that head twitching acting we saw. Paul Rudd can do some of that head so Paul Rudd can do some
I'm a person too. That's
That
right.
head twitching acting we saw more of in the theatrical cut. Tell me that head twitching acting we saw more of in the theatrical cut. Tell me that head twitching acting we saw more of in the theatrical cut. Tell me then runs outside so we can explain to Loom.
How are we doing here? Paul Rudd is good looking, man. Here you go, Jordan.
Loomis in the audience. What the fuck? Just thing we saw more of in the
Dummy.
theatrical cut. Tommy then runs outside so we can explain to Loomis in the audience what the fuck just happened.
It worked. Power of the runes stopped him.
What the fuck just happened?
Power of the runes stopped him.
Sounds stupid, but the story checks out.
Stopped him.
Sounds stupid, but the story checks out. Back in. Back in the hallway, Michael's still standing there like an idiot in the middle of those rocks. Wynn comes up and is very disappointed in Michael's impotence, and he doesn't notice when the killer doesn't notice when the killer does. An Arthurian fist clench at his side. A few extra lines of dialogue.
Where do we go now?
As far away from Haddonfield as possible.
Come with us.
No, I have a little bit.
You all right, Christina?
A few extra lines of dialogue between Loomis and the kids make that come with us. Loomis and the kids make that.
What are you guys laughing at? Davi?
A few extra lines of dialogue between Loomis and the kids make that come with us scene. Come with us scene. Come with us scene a little less abrupt, and this this time we.
Yeah, I know.
Little business.
Your Dob Dobby, I know. I know she wanted pictures of your Dob Dobby. I got it. I was just goofing.
Follow Loomis as he heads a little less abrupt, and come with us scene a little less abrupt, and this time we follow Loomis as he heads back inside to take care of his unattended to business. There he finds Michael.
Yeah, I want more Subnautica too, dude, but I can't because I got to work.
There he finds Michael lying on the floor in the middle of all those rocks. Except when he goes to remove the
Do 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 do.
Except when he goes to remove the William Shatner mask. Except when he goes to remove the William Shatner mask, he finds Dr. Wynn and he finds Dr. Wynn instead. Wynn. Except when he goes to Except when he goes to remove the William Shatner mask, he finds Dr. Wynn instead. Wynn is just dead. Remove the William Shatner mask, he finds Dr. Wynn instead. Wynn is just as shocked as Loomy, but he tells the old doctor that it's shocked as Loomy, but he tells the old doctor that it's his game.
Michael's gone. Dr. Loomis. It's your game now, Dr. Loomis.
Can you just imagine these actors having to do this? They know this is shit. They know this is stupid as fuck, but their job is to just do it.
Michael's gone. It's your game now, Dr. Loomis.
That guy knows that that line is bullshit. That sucks.
The old doctor that it's his game now, and Loomis watched now. And
Jesus.
tells the old doctor that it's his game now, and Loomis watches in horror as the curse of Thorn Tattoo appears on his wrist. I'm sorry, what the fuck? The movie ends with appears on his wrist. Curse of Thorn Tattoo appears on his wrist. Appears on his wrist. Curse of Thorn Tattoo appears on his wrist. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Wrist. Thorn Tattoo appears. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Movie. I'm sorry, what the fuck? I'm sorry, what the fuck? I'm sorry, what the fuck? Movie ends with Mike. His wrist? I'm sorry, what the fuck? What the fuck? Movie ends with Michael Myers. Sorry, what the fuck? Movie ends with Michael Myers in the Man in Black costume. With Michael Myers in the Man in Black costume. In the Man in Black costume. Walking down a hospital hallway, escaping. Walking down a hospital hallway. Man in Black costume walking down a hospital hallway, escaping out into the night to presumably kill some more. Hallway, escaping out a hospital hallway. Escaping out into the night to presumably kill some more. So overall, how do these two cuts stack up? Well, the producer's cut is 8 minutes longer, since it tends to let things breathe a little more. Meanwhile, despite the shorter runtime, the theatrical cut has more than twice the kills, since it added in that Stroby Hospital massacre. The theatrical version is also much gorier, with at least 3 deaths, Jamie Lloyd's, the truck drivers, and John Strode's, a lot more graphic. The producer's cut makes a lot more sense story-wise, featuring a
I don't know what I'm going to do for this part.
And not jumping around between scenes as much, and since I hate the Doctor Massacre, I think it has the better ending. ending for the most part, except in one crucial way. I do think it's better to end with the implication that Loomis dies, as in the theatrical cut, since it puts a closure on the role after Donald Pleasance passed away in real life. My final verdict is that both cuts produce a pretty bad movie, but the producer's cut is slightly less bad. If you want to see more kills and graphic deaths, go ahead and watch the theatrical cut. But if you want a version that makes a tad more sense, you should probably watch the producer's cut. Hope you enjoyed this new series. If it's well received, I'll try to do it for other movies I cover that have starkly different cuts in existence. But until next time, I'm James A. Janice, and you can consider these cuts compared.
I feel like that should be a graphical segment, but that's fucking work. Okay. I'm going to go do the elliptical for a little bit because I just need to move, and then I'll probably come back and do another stream while I edit Resurrection. At least most of this work is done. I'm a little worried about that last part because it's probably going to have some graphic stuff, but I'll figure that out. Fuck me. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, I'll probably be back later to cover Resurrection. See ya.